On August 9, 2014, Michael Brown, an unarmed black teen, was shot and killed by Officer Darren Wilson in Ferguson, Missouri. The story quickly became national news due to eyewitnesses reporting that Brown was on his knees and having his hands up when he was killed. The report given by Wilson was that Brown had attacked him and attempted to grab his firearm, leading to Wilson shooting him. The fatal shot caused a wound to the top of Brown's head, which led many to question Wilson's side of the incident. This story led to many protests within the city of Ferguson, after 3 autopsies had been conducted on Brown, including one by a private forensic pathologist hired by the family of Michael Brown. It was concluded that Brown had attacked Wilson and was charging towards him, looking downward when the fatal shot was fired.
Ferguson, in the suburbs of St. Louis, Missouri, protesters are continuing to come out onto the street, calling for justice in the case of the killing of 18-year-old unarmed Michael Brown.
Don't shoot! Hands up! 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 Don't shoot!
Every honk is encouragement to the people standing outside in 90-degree temperatures in support of Officer Darren Wilson. Richard Boyd is a former St. Louis police officer. He drove more than 50 miles to buy a T-shirt, then decided to stay.
Why do you think it's so important for you to be here?
For that there's two sides to a story, and I hope that people can realize he's not guilty until he's proven guilty.
Officer Wilson is a human being, you know, and until the evidence comes out, until everybody really knows what happened, he deserves some support too.
Around noon, Dorian Johnson said he and Brown were walking down this street when a Ferguson police officer confronted them and told them to use the sidewalk. The officer then stopped his car only inches away from the pair and tried to open his door, but the door bounced off the pair and closed on the officer. A struggle ensued, and that's when the officer, 28-year-old Darren Wilson, drew his weapon and fired the first round, hitting Brown. The two ran off, and Wilson continued after them. Johnson says he next hid behind the first car he saw and witnessed the officer get out of his vehicle, follow Brown, and fire at the fleeing teen. According to Johnson, an injured Brown next got on his knees and put his hands up to indicate he had no weapon. The officer continued shooting at Brown several times. And police offer a different account. Police say Wilson initially stopped the pair for jaywalking and was unaware Brown was a robbery suspect. It wasn't until Wilson saw the stolen items in Brown's hand that he backed up to question the men further. Police said Brown physically assaulted Wilson and during the struggle reached for the officer's gun. One shot was fired in the car, followed by several more, which led to Brown's death.
For Supreme Court case Tennessee v. Gardner, if a police officer is pursuing a fleeing suspect, he or she may not use deadly force unless the officer has probable cause to believe that the suspect poses a significant threat of death or serious physical injury to the officer or others.
The strongest punch I took was that left hand to the side of my face.
So you take that one left hand to the side of your face, it creates some kind of swelling, some kind of redness.
Yes.
But you're still sitting there figuring out, how do I get out of this?
Yes. I mean, the next thing was, how do I survive? Because I didn't know
how
if
do you survive?
Yes, I didn't know if I'd be able to withstand another hit like that. I mean, you hear all the time, one punch and someone gets knocked out, and if I'm knocked out, then what happens to me? Because then I can't defend myself at all. So that was my fear, is if he hits me again, will I be conscious after that hit to still defend myself?
The autopsy reports coincided with Wilson's statement of the incident, showing that Brown was facing towards him when he was fatally shot.
Independent autopsy contracted by Brown's family revealed he was shot at least 6 times. Only 3 of the bullets were recovered from his body. He was shot 4 times in the right arm and twice in the head. One of the 2 bullets entered the top of his skull, suggesting his head was bent forward when he was shot. Another went into his right eye, through his face, exited from his jaw and re-entered his collarbone, causing several wounds.